The school bully deliberately sticks gum on the girl's hair. The red-haired girl beside her couldn't stand it anymore. She grabs a bottle of perfume and drinks it, then takes out a lighter. Hi, welcome to Q Recaps. Today I will explain a German film How to Be Really Bad from 2017. In the middle of the metropolis stands a dark skyscraper, inside of which lies a terrible secret. In reality, it's the headquarters of hell, managed by the devil himself. The master of hell appears to be a middle-aged businessman, but his passion is not buying stocks, but global disasters and ocean pollution. Even such a villain has a beloved daughter named Lilith, a 14-year-old demon. This girl loves to torment people online, often irritating her father. Even her tutor couldn't handle her devilish nature, so he fled to the depths of hell to do the most boring work, just to stay away from the red beast. Lilith spent her entire childhood under her father's gaze at the headquarters, but now she wants more. She pleads with her father to let her go to the human world, so she can scare them in person. But the man believes his daughter is too young to handle the emotional world of humans. However, Lilith is too stubborn and unwilling to give up easily. She wakes her father up in the middle of the night, proposing that he tests her in the human world to show she is ready to carry out evil deeds. The devil reluctantly agrees to compromise, but he sets a cunning condition. She must accompany a schoolgirl named Greta Bernstein for a week and pressure her into doing some bad things. If the girl passes the test, she can stay among the humans as an employee of evil. But if she fails, she'll have a disgraceful job at the lowest level of hell, next to her former tutor. Lilith thinks this is an easy task and cheerfully agrees to the deal. Before meeting Greta's family, the devil gives her a black magic ball that reflects the girl's feelings. If she becomes kinder in the human world, its color changes, indicating she isn't passing the test. Lilith eagerly looks forward to her new life in a penthouse somewhere, but her father's car stops in front of a farmhouse in the suburbs. The devil leaves her alone and tells her she will be staying there as an exchange student. Upon seeing the guest, Greta joyfully rushes toward her, but Lilith cleverly dodges her. However, Greta's mother Sybil manages to embrace the girl, causing the red demon to sneeze, as she can't have physical contact with humans. During lunch, she meets Greta's sister and her father Gabriel, who likes to sing songs about vegetables to help them grow better. Soon, Lilith realizes that the devil has given her a nearly impossible task. The farming family is smiling and friendly, they eat healthy food, do good deeds, and it seems their souls are not easily susceptible to evil. But Lilith doesn't intend to give up and decides to provoke them a bit. She gets Greta to pass a dish, drops it on the floor, and blames the girl for it. But Greta isn't angry and instead takes the blame herself. More surprisingly, the parents don't punish their daughter, even though their rare dish is ruined. Left alone with Greta, Lilith tries to at least discover one dirty secret of hers, but the girl disappoints her again. In her free time, she helps her mother with knitting and sings in a choir. However, when Greta goes to the bathroom, Lilith manages to find a clue in her closet. She discovers photos of a guy decorated with heart shapes. The next morning, the girls ride the school bus where they meet the local beauties Melody and Daria. Greta greets them, but in response, they give her a disdainful look. Then, the school bully led by Eddie boards the bus. He immediately starts to tease his classmates, and sticks gum in Greta's hair. Eddie turns his attention to Lilith, but he doesn't even realize he's playing with fire. She picks up a perfume bottle, drains it, and lights a lighter, setting off a fire show on his hair. The guy, scared, runs to the other end of the bus, hiding his smoking head under a hat. On the rooftop of the school, a bold guy named Samuel sits smoking, disrespecting the principal. The troublemaker immediately catches the attention of the devil's daughter. In class, Lilith copies answers from the internet, which greatly worries the righteous Greta. To keep her cheating from being exposed, she eats her test paper at the last moment. After class, Lilith accidentally overhears a conversation between the principal and a teacher. She discovers that he's stealing money from the school budget for his personal trips. In addition, it turns out that the bully Eddie is the principal's son, and he often covers up his abnormal behavior. On the street, Lilith sees Carlo, the very one whose photos adorn Greta's closet. Greta becomes very embarrassed upon seeing him and looks away. As it turns out, Carlo is a notorious heartbreaker, who easily breaks up with girls. A cunning plan immediately forms in the redhead's mind. She offers Carlo money to make Greta fall in love with him, and then break up with her after a week. Lilith is sure this will prompt the good girl to seek revenge on her bully. She takes notice of Samuel, the little devil, and decides to get to know him further. At this point, Eddie and his gang show up, accusing Samuel of stealing a watch. They're about to attack him, but he climbs up the roof, mocking them from above. Eddie makes another mistake by ordering his thugs to grab Lilith. But the girl pulls a road sign out of the ground, playfully beats them, and sends them running. Samuel is impressed by Lilith's actions and offers to have lunch with her. He admits he steals from the hooligans for fun and dreams of earning an honest living to buy a ticket to Berlin. In their conversation, he learns that Lilith has never seen the sea, so he takes her to the top of the church tower, which offers beautiful beach views. In this romantic moment, Samuel unexpectedly kisses the girl. Lilith is shocked, pushes him away, and starts sneezing hysterically. Inside the church, the devilish girl feels even worse and runs off. At home, Lilith encounters Greta, who is going on and on about Carlo. The redhead complains to her about strange feelings she's having inside and says these feelings appeared after meeting Samuel. Greta suspects her neighbor has fallen for the man, but she denies it. Looking at her magic ball, Lilith is terrified to see pink hues inside. Her father calls her at that moment, inquiring about her progress. Against the background of the devil, they tell him one of his employees has fallen in love. The man becomes very angry, ordering him to quit the job immediately. It turns out, devils can fall in love in terror, becoming unfit for the profession. Lilith ends the conversation, deciding to stay away from Samuel from now on. In the evening, the devilish girl tells Greta's parents their daughter has a date. However, contrary to her expectations, the progressive adults react well to the news, even suggesting buying contraceptives for Greta. The girl feels very embarrassed and runs out to the yard. Lilith catches up with her and offers to work on her image. She does Greta's makeup and hair and gives her a revealing red skirt. The girl worries about her provocative appearance, but Lilith convinces her that this is the only way she can attract Carlo. Samuel visits their home and asks Lilith to come up to the rooftop. At first, the devil resists, but eventually agrees to the meeting. Samuel apologizes to Lilith for the kiss, but she doesn't want to hear anything. Feeling the strange sensations enveloping her again, she leaves, leaving the man alone. Before going to sleep, the girl looks at her magic ball. It becomes even more pink. A new day arrives. A farming family is doing their routine. The father is tending to the cabbages. The mother is having breakfast with the young children. Greta plans to sneak out in her new outfit, but Sybil notices her revealing attire and feels uneasy. She immediately knows this is Lilith's doing. She threatens to kick them out of the house, ordering both girls to put on modest knitted skirts. To protect Greta from being ridiculed by her status-conscious classmates, Lilith presents the knitted garments as a fashion trend. She slightly edits pictures in fashion magazines, managing to convince Melody and Daria that Greta's mother is a renowned fashion designer. The girls start talking to Greta on equal terms, and request her to get exclusive dresses for them from Sybil Bernstein. Samuel and Lilith ride their bikes to the beach, where the devilish Lilith sees the sea for the first time. She can't contain her excitement, dips her toes in the water, and jumps around joyfully. Samuel decides to play hide and seek with her, and they happily run around the beach. Meanwhile, Greta arrives at the rehearsal of the school's music group, where Carlos is the DJ. The shy girl proposes some ideas about how to improve Melody and Daria's show. Carlos suggests she perform with the girls, complimenting their singing perfectly. Suddenly, the girls' performance is interrupted by their class teacher, who announces that the principal has banned them from performing at the music festival because he found their band's name, Pussy Deluxe, to have a vulgar connotation. Instead, a quartet featuring the director's son will entertain the guests. Lilith and Samuel lie on the beach, enjoying each other's company. This atmosphere is disrupted by a message from the devil who is interested in his daughter's misbehavior. Lilith confesses to Samuel that her father might lock her up again. The boy promises to save the princess from the castle, finally melting the icy heart of the devilish girl. This time, the couple kiss with mutual consent. Later, Lilith rereads her father's angry message, realizing she has become weak due to her love for Samuel. She decides to flee from the boy and accidentally bumps into Gabriel, who takes her home. Carlos is impressed by Greta's voice and offers her a permanent position in the group. He decides to kiss the girl goodbye, but they are interrupted by Gabriel passing by in a truck. During the process of harvesting carrots, intimate conversations occur between the two girls. Lilith talks about her stern father and admits that she can only stay in town if she commits some wrongdoing. Despite this, Greta supports her friend. Lilith realizes she no longer wants to hurt this lovely girl. The next day, she pulls Carlos away from her friend and announces she's going to break their deal. But the guy says he genuinely likes Greta and returns Lilith's money. Then he tells Greta the whole truth. Greta is disappointed with her own cruel behavior and sends Lilith away. But even this incident does not anger this kind-hearted girl, it just makes her sad. Samuel invites Lilith to the beach, where he demonstratively throws a bottle with a ticket to Berlin. This love-struck guy says he plans to stay in the province with her. The girl is dissatisfied with such a confession and declares that meeting Samuel was the worst thing for her. In her painful emotions, the girl runs away. She cries and seeks help from Greta, telling her that she left Samuel because he had a positive impact on her. The young devil shows the magic ball, which has turned completely pink due to her infatuation. This means she has failed the test, and tomorrow her father will take her back to headquarters. Softening, Greta agrees to help her friend, after which they embrace each other. The day of the festival has come, and the devilish father arrives in person, expecting his daughter's wicked actions. At this time, Greta and a group of people have prepared a sabotage operation, sprinkling itching powder on the costumes of the contestants. The director's speech about his trip to Africa is accompanied by shamefully edited photos. As the audience is already laughing, the man stops his report and announces the members of the musical. The performance ends in disgrace as the musicians start playing erratically due to the terrible itching. The devil delights in the suffering of mortals, assuming this is Lilith's prank, but she shakes her head in confusion. As the musicians leave the stage in agony, they are replaced by Pussy Deluxe Band. The bold trio in their knit dress cause a sensation with their colorful performance. The director is angry about what happened, orders the teacher to stop the sabotage or he will be fired. To this, the teacher responds that he has already requested an investigation into his corrupt deal. A quarrel erupts between the two, ending with the director's downfall. The devil leads his daughter out of the hall, and asks her to follow him, awaiting a revelation. However, her father congratulates her on her success, as she has managed to turn Greta into a villain. He hands her a certificate of work in hell, but to be sure, he asks her to present the magic ball. Lilith is again expecting the worst outcome, but the evil detector remains completely black in her hand. Her father is pleased with this result and allows her to stay in the province. Happy Greta runs up to Lilith, telling her all the tricks were her own idea, and she even painted the magic ball with black nail polish so as not to reveal Lilith's true thoughts. Greta doesn't like being a bad girl, but she does this to save her friend. The girls hug and after, the little devil runs off to find Samuel. In the end, the protagonists get a happy ending. Greta gets her parents' approval for the long-awaited kiss from Carlos. Lilith catches up with Samuel at the station and confesses her feelings to him. The guy responds kindly, and the little devil burns his ticket to Berlin with her finger. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.